side, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, soy sauce, chili oil, whatever you love. With one pull of this trigger, you're dispensing a 1/4 teaspoon of whatever's inside. You're atomizing it, so you're going to be able to spread it so much more nicely. If you're one of the 7 skrillion people that own an air fryer, you need an Evo sprayer. And tonight we're not going to offer you 1 or even 2. It's a set of 3, but they're individually gift boxed. So now I've got 3 gift ideas for you. So 3 bottles, 3 gift boxes, 3 funnels, and 3 sets of these pre-printed little labels or little bands that slip around the throat of the bottle. Now I'm going to go through colors real quickly, then we'll introduce our special guest. We'll get off to the races. This is the green. Always very popular. And if you're having trouble seeing that green, let me pull it out here to the side. It's kind of an olive oil green. See? Okay, perfect. Then from there we go to red. Here is your yellow. Down front is the blue. And Brian, are we most limited in purple? We are most limited in purple. The man that brings it to us is Chef Rick Roman. Good to have you back, sir.
David, good to see you.
I understand you and your boy are going to a Steeler game tomorrow.
Yes, his first game. He's very excited.
Very excited. I know you're a little excited,
I'm very excited, too.
You're a little excited, too. That's fantastic. This is something really amazing. You and I presented this many
That's
times.
right.
But now we've split this up into gifts with boxes for the holidays.
Yeah, you know what? It's a great gift because it's going to change the way not only you, but other people use oil in the kitchen. And it's a patented trigger head, David. With each pull, like you said, dispenses a 1/4 teaspoon. But what I love to show right in the beginning is how it changes the way you use oil. So I have 2 plates here of cauliflower. Typically in the kitchen, David, when you pour oil out of a bottle, what happens? It pours in a heavy stream. So you try to pour it slowly over the food to spread it as best you can. But the problem is, with that heavy stream, it's really difficult to spread it over all the food. Well, that right there was 6 teaspoons of oil, and they barely covered this cauliflower. So you wind up using tablespoons upon tablespoons of oil. With our patented trigger sprayer, I want to show you what I can do with a fraction of the oil. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now one more up here, 6. Okay, that's 1 1/4 teaspoons spread over this entire plate. This is 6 teaspoons. So I used a 1/4 of the amount of oil, but I got better coverage with better flavor, less calories. And here's in just this example alone, when I tell people about the calories they're going to save, by using just 1 1/4 teaspoon, I only used about 60 calories from your average olive oil. With this example, I still haven't covered the cauliflower, and that's over 240 calories. So you save calories, but you get better flavor.
Can I tell you 500 sets are already gone? And as Rick sets up his next demo, I'm going to review colors with you real quickly. Green is already most popular, so we're excited about the green. I have only 1,900. And Rick, do we have any more of these in the pipeline?
Nope. No, this is it for the year.
So this is going to be it for the year. We have 1,900 left in this green. This is an olive oil green, okay? Then from there, I've got the red, which is always our favorite foodie color, right? Then I've got it for you in yellow. Jump down front to the set of 3 in the blue. And finally, the set of 3 in the purple, remembering that purple is the most limited. I have only 1,300 left. To be clear, you're getting 3 bottles, 3 boxes.
That's right.
3 funnels and 3 sets of these pre-printed labels that slip over the neck of the bottle. Now, if you own an air fryer, and I know I made this joke earlier, 7 skrillion of you do. Skrillion is a lot. You're going to need one of these because air fryers are predicated on the idea that you use little or no oil.
Correct.
But how do you get a little bit of oil over all those fries?
You couldn't. Imagine trying to pour oil over these French fries if you just wanted a little bit. You couldn't do it. But with our trigger sprayer, watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's only a teaspoon of oil that I spread over this entire basket of fries. And notice
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon. And look at the coating. I always tell people it not just spreads it, but spreads it incredibly well. So I get that great flavor by using minimal amounts.
Now, you may not use chili oil on your French fries, but Rick does it in this demonstration so you can see the oil. If we were using vegetable oil, you probably wouldn't see it. Maybe you see it glisten, but you wouldn't see it in the coverage.
Yeah.
How about this on a salad?
Salads, and again, here I have balsamic vinegar. Like you said, you could use soy sauce, vinegars. I can get right in on my salad. And again, I love the fact that I know that each pull of the trigger is only a 1/4 teaspoon if I'm trying to save calories, but also if I'm trying to get better coverage. Here with my oil, imagine with a teaspoon each of oil and vinegar, I've covered this entire platter evenly and perfectly.
Can I say also, I use this for soy sauce. You all know that on Sunday nights after a long day in the kitchen, I come home and I order Chinese delivery. And when the Chinese delivery comes, I love a little soy sauce on my Chinese food. But if you use the packets, number one, you get the same problem you had.
Yeah.
A little bit of coverage, a whole lot of soy sauce, and you're adding a whole lot of sodium.
That's right.
I put low sodium soy sauce, which I buy at the supermarket, in my Evo.
That's a great idea.
Give it a quick couple of spritz, and then I get the flavor without all the extra sodium and all the extra calories.
Yeah, imagine if you had a big piece of salmon or roast and you wanted to coat it with some oil or soy sauce. Look at this. This is a giant side of salmon. That's 1 teaspoon, and I was able to cover the entire side. And notice how every part of the salmon's covered. So it's not like you're sacrificing the flavor because you're getting the coverage, but you're using a fraction of the amount.
I do want to remind you that we have color choices, and I'll also remind you that we have sold over 25,000 of these sets since we debuted it. But tonight, the overwhelming, most popular color is green. But only 1,200 of these remain.
Oh, wow.
I moved the box from behind there so you could truly see the color.
Yep.
This is an olive oil green. Now, you'll get 3 spray bottles, 3 funnels, 3 pre-printed throat labels, and you'll get 3 gift boxes. All right, here's your green, fewer than 1,200 left. Here's red. Move on over to yellow, down to blue, and then over to our purple. 1,200 remain there. Now it's a race between purple and green to see which one will sell out first. We've now taken orders for over 1,500 and 5 easy payments, Rick. So that's part of our holiday deals weekend where almost everything is 5 pay or more this weekend.
And again, David, here's a whole sheet pan of vegetables. Instead of trying to rub olive oil or spread oil and use lots of oil, I can actually spray the vegetables and I get far away, so my coverage is really, really broad. But look at how little oil I use, but notice how every zucchini piece has a nice light coating. And here's the other thing, David. Not only are you using less, you're getting better flavor because when you don't drown the food in oil, you get crispier, better results when you roast. Now, I'm going to come right back here because another thing I want to talk about is if you were trying to spread oil, and again, I just love to go to this example. Watch this.
Yeah.
This is a 1/4 teaspoon. Watch, if this was a plate of food, imagine trying to spread that oil. I don't get very far with a 1/4 teaspoon, but if I have this patented trigger sprayer, watch this. This entire area with a nice light coat. This is the 1/4 teaspoon. It's in a small area. Here it's broad and evenly distributed. Now, David, it's not just an ordinary spray bottle. This trigger head, and we have a little animation to show you, is a patented trigger head because I want you to understand, inside that head is actually a pre-compression chamber. And we lost it. We lost it. That's all right. But inside this head is a pre-compression chamber.
We're going to try to get it back.
We're going to try to get back? Okay. Well, we'll come back to that in a second. So I want to come over here, too, because imagine in the holidays, if you're doing your roasts, your birds, things like this, and you want to just get a little oil, look at how I can just spray the bird, and instead of having to get my hands on the raw poultry, I coated that entire chicken.
Here we go.
Here's that animation. Okay, so like I said, inside is a pre-compression chamber. It preloads the oil when you pull the trigger, and what I love is every pull of that trigger is a 1/4 teaspoon, so you know how much you're using, David, and you can spray it in a wide horizontal fan or a nice narrow vertical spray.
We are very, very busy. 2,000 of these have now been ordered in this presentation. And I'm going to tell you, if you have been impressed by this idea before, but you've not yet pulled the trigger. See what I did there? Keep one for yourself and gift the other 2.
Absolutely.
Which is fantastic. You're getting 3 gift boxes, 3 sprayers, 3 sets complete for $28.98 and 5 pay on your credit card. Now, the green is most limited, I believe. 700 left. Here's your red. Real quickly, your yellow. Down front is your blue. And now in the purple, about 1,100 remaining. Almost 5 pay on or more on almost every item is on 5 pay or more is what I'm trying to say this weekend. So be sure and stick around for that. Enjoy the Steeler game.
Thank you so much.
That's going to be awesome.
Take care. Have a great weekend.
Enjoy, and
everybody.
you and your son have a safe trip.
Thank you.
All right, this is K48036. In the meantime, let's check in with Miss Jane. She's standing by with our interior designer friend who has 3 names.
Sharon Hamby-Roby, and she's written 17 books, and she's a founding member of the American Association of Interior Designers. Did I get that?